That's it, right?
Oh,
So, what do you think about the election coming up?
I'm definitely voting for Ross Perot.
That was such an old reference
No, I'm saying no. I always write him in every year. I just write in Ross Perot.
because you think the whole thing is a joke,
Nah, I'm just hoping that if enough of us secret balloteers are still out there, we can maybe get him in office.
and then he'll be bad at the job.
Ross Perot would be the best.
But he's not even ready. He's not prepared. You're
Well,
just throwing him up there.
how you know you're not prepared? Ross Perot done ran for president at least the last 95 years. So, you know what I mean? You remember he was running for president when Reagan was in office, Bush,
Yeah.
just independent. Wanna know why? Because he was rich. You
So
know?
that's your solution for America is Ross Perot.
Yeah.
Why do you think that will help America?
Because I think Ross Perot, the guy for the job. If you got enough money to run for president the last 100 years, I think you got enough money to lead us in the right direction.
Well, I would vote for Bernie Sanders because he believes in a more equitable distribution of wealth
Mm-hmm.
between the people that make a lot of money and people that don't make a lot of money. Like it should be changed so it's not so
So you saying we
crazy
should
right
we
now.
should become a communist society?
Um,
That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, I'm sure it'll feel that way to some people, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be too bad to make things fair and equal. I think if you try to make it good, but also fair, like try to stimulate the business, but also make sure that no one's dying. I don't think we're trying very hard.
So I mean, what if somebody worked real hard and they just want to ball out, but this person over here worked just a little bit? With this comedy situation that you're saying, this person should have just as much as the person who working to ball out.
No, you should have enough to survive. You should have food and shelter.
Food and shelter. So that so it's
Everything
no
else is extra. If you want to work harder, you can work harder, but everyone gets food and shelter for free.
yeah, definitely. Every person, every human being deserves that, no matter their mental state, anything. I completely
Yeah.
agree.
There's no one that you're like, this person deserves to not have a home because he's a drug addict. That'll make his life worse.
Yeah, no, everybody deserves somewhere to live. I mean, it's all kind of different point of views when it come to like both parties and what their beliefs are, or whatever, you
Hmm.
know. So I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess it depends on where you stand at in America too, though. You know.
Yeah. People that are richer, like, let's keep things the way it is.
Well, I think some of them got hearts. You know, I don't think all of them are like cruel people. I think that some people do get comfortable. Like the whole how to put it system in itself is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose.
Yeah. But we can make sure that people don't die because they lose. It's like just because you lose your grandma's stupid doesn't mean she should lose her savings. There should be some laws to protect
Oh,
consumers.
for like old people and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like if what's the dude name? Peter Popoff called with that holy water and she send it all. She should be able to get some of that money back.
Yeah.
You know what Peter Popoff is?
Yeah. Like a evangelical preacher.
Yeah, yeah. They were tearing them black grandmama's ass up in the 80s, boy. They were lighting their ass up, boy.
Damn.
Damn, it was real out here, man.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
They'll get you one way or another. Everyone has a weakness.
You ever got a call from one of them Nigerian people that say like,
I got a lot of calls from Indians. They're like, "Do you have health and Medicare Part A and B?" And then they're like, "How old are you?" And then they're like, "If you say an old age, but you have a young voice, then they're gonna hang up on you. But if you say a young age, they're gonna hang up on you anyways." So it's like, why do they even get to that point? They should just be like, "This guy sounds like an old person."
yeah,
But they always just hang up on you right when they ask you your age and you don't sound old.
yeah, you got to say, Oh, 65. That's my old people. That's my old black boys. Oh, yes, I would like cheese on those scrambled eggs.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You got an
Yeah.
old black voice or old
No. That's like Kiboga. He does like prank calls.
I need to
But
start doing it.
yeah, I mean,
They fun. I used to do
you got
prank
to
calls
start
a lot.
out that way.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
like change midway.
You say you found life midway?
You can't, you got to start out the call that way.
Oh yeah, yeah. With like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You can't switch it up. You got to stick to it
Uh-huh.
through the thick and the thin. Some of them gonna be rough. It's sometimes you're gonna get caught some dirty words.
Sometimes you're gonna do the old person voice and it's like a friend of yours whose number you didn't save, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yep.
I was like, "Oh shit, sorry man, I was just really in character.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I became an old woman."
You gotta sometimes be an old black woman. Not
Yeah.
me though. I ain't gonna never be no old black woman. That's how they get you. That's the setup by the man trying to keep the black man down.
Yeah, I mean, you know, masculinity and femininity, they use our sexuality to control us.
Hell yeah, that's how they got Diddy. That
Yeah.
boy had all that baby oil. They say he was putting Molly in the baby oil.
And it absorbs through your skin.
They say he had all that baby oil. Since some people didn't like to do Molly and do all that the other sex drugs, he'll just put it all in the baby oil and shake it up. And then they know when you come to a Diddy party that everybody get massages. So he'll be like, all right, guys, it's no Molly this time. And then everybody
Then it
start
goes
rubbing
up
each
through their
other.
skin.
Yep, they didn't even
That
know they was
worked.
on Molly. Yep.
Well, that's crazy, but
They say George Bush was at one of them freak offs.
yeah.
They got him on tape. George Bush an
I'm sure
asshole.
he was
Man,
there. That doesn't mean he did anything.
I don't know. I think George probably did
You
something.
think he diddied?
Did it a little dollop?
He had a diddy old time.
He probably did. I bet you.
I think they're pretty careful about that. Uh, they're not just gonna party with anyone, but
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, I think that's like a cool thing to do. Like, if you're like rich as fuck and you've made it and you just want to create the most fun time ever all the time, you get to express yourself, and what you choose to do is very unique depending on what kind of person you are. And Diddy's obviously a
Mm.
big thinker. He's got a big imagination. He's not gonna shy away from
That's great.
big ideas.
Yeah, I feel you. I would. I mean, I'm glad that we're not identifying people as like what they are. Because like back in the days, we would just call those people freaks. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like freaky Freddy motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Freaky Freddy mother,fucker.
You know what I mean? Just so
Yeah,
sick.
but like I think people are using this as an excuse to shit on party starters, and party starters are a very important part of our
Society.
society.
You're right. You're right.
And just because he did it wrong doesn't mean that people that, have
Shouldn't-
crazy events, why shouldn't we
Yeah,
have crazy events?
but
Like,
I
you
mean, it
want to
used to
live
be
in a
100
world where
people.
there's nobody doing baby oil orgies?
Yeah, I mean, like, but don't you think you should let people know, like, hey, it's Molly and this baby oil, so
Yeah, I mean, the way he did it was kind of, pernicious.
yeah,
He
but
was trying to like take things from people. He
yeah,
was trying to embarrass you. He had this great event so that you'd come, and
yeah,
then he could make you look like an idiot. Like, there was a little negativity in there.
yeah, you getting like fucked in the butt by like Steve Jobs or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, look at Steve Jobs, fuck fabulous. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, and all because you went to the Diddy party. It's crazy.
Have you seen Midsummer?
Midsummer?
Yeah, it's a white people movie. I fucking hated it.
Is it on Netflix?
Maybe. It's
Midsummer. I'm
like
gonna check it out.
about like a cult in the middle of the woods, and they just torture some people,
Damn.
and they just make their lives miserable, and that's like white people. That's like art to them. But yeah, there's a scene where there's this like guy and he has to have sex with this girl, like this village girl, and everyone's like encouraging him, and then he has sex with her, and then the girl's like, "You fucking cheated on me." That was her boyfriend. But it's like, what are you gonna do when everyone is pushing you to
Yeah.
this naked girl?
Yeah, and you naked too?
Yeah.
And you got a boner? I mean, is it like
They
midday?
framed him and then she burned him alive, and
Damn.
that's the end of the movie. That's fucking
All about a
depressing
piece of
ass.
pussy. Yeah.
movie that doesn't say anything,
It-
doesn't do anything,
like
just sort of meanders.
if you knew that they were like, yeah, Hans, yeah, fuck the girl, yeah, yeah. But if you get that, if you fuck her, there's a chance you could die and get burned at the stake. Would you try? Would you take that chance and get it, or would you be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to die.
Yeah, I would try to do that.
Hell yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's really hard for me to have a boner when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So I'm
What
sure it'd be hard for me to have a boner. Like my penis is sensitive. I have to have a lot of love and
tender
comfort,
care?
or else I can't get hard sometimes.
Oh, so you need like a petting.
I need fingering.
Oh,
No, just kidding.
oh,
Uh yeah, I mean yeah, Diddy parties, like the world is one Diddy party.
basically.
We're all in this together. And we can have fun or we can I just feel like Diddy was probably fucked up as a kid. I don't know what his upbringing was like.
He from what's the name of that rich part of New York, like the Hamptons or something.
Upper West Side, Upper East Side, or
Yeah, like he rich and shit.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
Well, maybe he's just like a white frat boy and he has all this power. He's like, hey, let's make this guy fuck him in the ass. Like
yeah.
some people are just, you know,
Wild boys, man.
they have no care for good or bad. They just do whatever is the most fun. They don't think about good or bad.
But they say that Diddy was fucking Carl Winslow. I think that's wrong to be fucking America's dad. You know,
What role
he
did
was
he
like a
play?
black America dad. Like they say somebody went to the party and uh sometime in the '90s
Who's
or whatever.
Carlos Winslow?
Remember Family Matters?
No,
You don't remember the show Family Matters?
no.
Damn,
Not everyone's watched what you watched.
you're right.
Um,
But it was a great show. It was up there with like Fresh Prince. It was a really good black show.
okay.
And fucking P Diddy fuck Carl Winslow.
Because he was broke, right?
I don't know. Maybe they were just freaks. You know, it's freaky people in
Maybe.
Hollywood, man.
But I heard he got off on making broke people that used to be famous fuck him and be like, look what I can make him do for money.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
he just seems like a very you
Like a
know,
villain.
yeah.
You think they gonna kill him like by lethal injection, or you think they gonna like put a shooting squad on him? Cause they really want to fuck Diddy up right now.
Who?
The US government.
I think the US government's more measured. They don't always listen to the mob. I think that they you know, have to do things by the book, even though they don't always do that.
You think the mob still exists?
Not as significantly. I think it's all corporations now, which
True.
is even worse than the mob.
I wish they had the mob still. Like, if you go to Jersey and you owe somebody money and they got like an Italian dude that like break your knees. That was back when justice was served. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now they just take away your house and garnish your wages and
Yep.
make you work at McDonald's till you're 70 years old.
Yep.
It's a different kind of violence.
Different kind of violence. That's a real dirty violence.
Yeah, it's all paperwork and you're like, huh, what? And then you're fucking, your whole life's gone.
Yep. Crazy.
So,
Next thing you know, you working valet
so next thing you know, you're getting
at
fucked
the
by
Hilton.
P. Diddy for $10 million.
You'll let you'll let P Diddy fuck you for $10 million, won't you?
I don't think that's a question that is fair to ask of any human. I think that's a mean way to break people's brains.
To see what the number is, like $10 million.
Yeah, because you can just up the number. At some point, it becomes, you
Yeah,
know,
like be for real.
numerically.
Yeah, like a billion. Like
Yeah.
you
The
know.
only way you answer no to every amount of money is if you're happy with your life and you have a job that isn't too exploitative. If you're just like, hey, I could just live my life, like, you know, you can't get
Yeah,
Elon Musk to suck a dick for 1 million. He's like gonna be like, who cares?
yeah, it's fucking $1 million. I just spent that at
So
lunch.
basically, you're asking people, how are you financially right now?
To what would it take to be able to get a blowjob? How many? What amount of money? Like if it was right here and it was like 10 million, 100 million, 200 million.
Yeah. Or like, hey, we're gonna get this person that hates you to love you again.
Yeah,
We're all gonna make them you're gonna get to see your kids again or something. Everyone has something.
Yeah,
We're
everybody
gonna
got
let the
something.
Lions win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. There'd be a lot of people in Detroit crying and shit.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna win it?
No. Do you think?
They pretty good this year.
Oh,
They
I have no
decent.
idea.
Yeah, I don't pay attention
I
to
just
it
know their logo looks old as fuck. It looks
with the
like it should
Lions.
be on a fucking old Buick or something.
Hell, that's mostly where they at.
Yeah, like a Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit.
Yeah, they still have the Detroit style.
You like Detroit? You ever been to Detroit?
Yeah, it's like taking a time machine back to the 50s.
Damn.
It's like Futuropolis, Tomorrowland.
Yeah,
Because the things are nice there, but it's built such a long time ago, and it's like the way they were thinking, it's like way different. Like it's not as like nice as like
yeah.
like
Built
an
up new.
Apple
Yeah,
headquarter.
like in Milwaukee or something.
Hmm.
Like they downtown different than Detroit. Detroit huge, you know.
Yeah, it's like everything's a boulevard. They got giant medians.
Hell
Everything's a
yeah.
promenade. It
Hell
looks like
yeah.
you're supposed to go down on a T, Model T, with the top down, saying hello to everyone as you pass.
That'd be a good time.
It's
Would you?
just built for cars.
Yeah, it's big though too. It's cold as hell in Detroit in like December.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they got the skywalks, so you can walk between the skyscrapers without having to go down or outside.
Yeah, they got one restaurant that goes around. It's rotating,
Nice.
like as you eating dinner.
What brought you to Detroit? Did you go there a lot?
No, my uncle used to live in Detroit when I was in high school.
Hmm.
He lived in like downtown Detroit, so I've been there a couple times. And when I went to FAMU, a lot of cats I know used to live in Detroit too. I'm going back to Detroit in January.
Is that in Michigan, FAMU?
Nah, FAMU is in Tallahassee,
Oh,
Tallahassee, Florida.
just a lot of people from Detroit went there.
Yeah, FAMU is a HBCU, so it's like people from everywhere come there. It's like
Nice.
one of the best HBCUs in the world. Probably it is the best HBCU in the world. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
You guys have your own college league. That's how you know you made it.
Nah, they play in the same games. Well, they got two. They got the
I'm
MEAC, the
talking about
SWAC.
sports.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Just like black people have their own colleges.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Well, I mean, it's like a historically black, like a black person founded it or whatever. It's white
Yeah.
people that go to school there. It's Asian people. It's Spanish
Yeah,
people.
but that's power. That's the infrastructure.
Hell yeah.
If shit goes down, that could be, a lot of protests
Hell
are
yeah.
important on college campuses. You can hire your academics and they can make thought provoking. It's just like a good thing to have, I think,
To
as a
take over the
society.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could stage it into an army base, fucking withstand a revolution or something, or start one. Do you think Malcolm X was kind of right and
And
we should
Martin,
listen to him more?
like we should have just started like killing people like an eye for eye type joint.
I mean, just a little stricter with white people. Just be like, hey,
Slap them around a little piece.
yeah,
Nah, I think Martin Luther King, it made it a little better. Not that many people died, you know.
I know, but if it takes 50 years of suffering to get what you want, like, what about the people that waste their whole life? Like, you can't just wait for it forever. Like, it's changing, but
I mean, what you gonna do? Just start killing people?
mm, I would just say not be apathetic because I feel like right now everyone is just on codeine and it was just zonked out and like
Yeah.
who cares? I just want pussy and money and cars and stuff. Um, but that's everybody.
I mean, I think that's everybody want to live good. I mean, I think it's just the financial freedom part of it. To where some people are probably like, all right, whatever. But it's just some things in society gonna happen. You gotta pick your poison. Like you will never see me out at like 4, 5 in the morning. Hell no, because I know I'm black. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be no damn fool. That's crazy.
What if you're with a bunch of comedians?
Oh yeah, I'm good because I mean I know ain't nothing crazy gonna happen because comedians we might be some fucking weirdos, but we ain't gonna do nothing that's gonna get a gun put on us too most of the time.
Yeah, we're soft people. We're not partiers, really.
Yeah, we ain't finna do all that. I'd be ready to
Yeah.
go to sleep after a while.
A comedian's party would not be that crazy. We don't have we don't enjoy it. We need like some intellectual stimulation. We can't just have baby oil. There has to be something else
Yeah,
involved.
books and baby oil.
Yeah.
That'll fucking get it started.
Like Chappelle. Chappelle probably doesn't have like wild off the chain parties. He probably has like poetry readings and like wine tastings and stuff.
Probably. Wine tastings are good. I think it's real good for the culture to understand the different variances of wine and what they do to your palate and how they pair well with seafoods and steaks.
I mean, I think you can study anything and make it like a cool thing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice though. Like you
There's like a culture to it. There's like history that you could tap into, like thousands of years of people doing something. I think that's cool, but
hell yeah.
I don't think there's a lot there.
What like like tapping into that?
Yeah.
I think it depends on how deep you want to dive, you know? Like when they tell white people, hey, I'm like 3% African. That's like you had to do some real fucking diving to figure that out.
Yeah. I just think like people in the 1400s were dumb as fuck.
Hell
And
yeah.
I think what they thought about wine is like probably just pseudoscience and magic.
Yeah, just got fucked up of it.
And then we slowly passed it down through culture and history. And now we're like, yeah, there are tannins in this.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people don't know what
I
they're
can
talking
taste the apricots.
about.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah,
But
yeah,
what that's a custom. It says a lot about a culture, what they make up and what they hold as tradition. So I think there's some value in that and
yeah,
tapping into, what the essence and the vibes of the whole Western civilization was.
yeah.
But
I feel you.
um,
Hell yeah.
I think that's
I like wine. I used to work at a restaurant. I worked at a lot of restaurants. And that's when I started, like, you kind of try to listen to what the sommelier saying. You can kind of taste the difference a little bit. Some
yeah.
of it I think is just bullshit. You know what I mean? Like you can tell anybody,
Yeah.
do you taste the berries? Oh yeah, smoky finish. Like I don't know what smoky tastes like. You know, it don't taste like
Yeah.
no barbecue.
Yeah.
So how smoky is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like dry.
Excuse me.
You
Yeah.
you drink it and it's dry. You're like, wow, my mouth feels different now. Feels
Good.
cottony.
What's what do you what's your favorite type of wine? You drink wine or you don't really give a damn? You
I
just
like wine. It's like juice. It's like juice that gets you fucked up.
yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
But it's like such a bad drunk because it's not healthy.
What? Like wine drunk is the worst drunk.
Yeah, because there's sugars involved.
And you can't control your body. And you just
Yeah.
like, like sloppy drunk.
You're getting drunk on like fucking
Hops,
high C or like pre-sun.
basically.
Yeah.
It depends on if you're drinking a white wine or a red. If you're drinking a white wine, them bitches get you wrecked.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It gives you a headache.
A mean one.
Gets in your head like this tastes good. We can get all the way in.
All of that sugar is what do it though, you know what I mean? That sugar ain't no
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, your body's drunk and processing like a shitload of sugar, and your body's just fritzing out, just fucking trying to process all this bullshit.
Hell yeah, it's going basically to a diabetic coma.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Crazy, ain't it?
But it's good for parties when you're like everyone's having a good time and you're laughing. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I feel like that burns the sugar a little faster. It's like you got to get into white people metabolism
Yeah.
where like they're so civilized that they burn steadily for a long period of time, just having titillating conversations. That's like what you have to, if you're just getting drunk and watching TV and zonking out, you wake up and your body's like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
I still got all this sugar.
You freaking out. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it helps to act like a white person when you're drinking white shit.
Oh, so it'd be like, oh, totally, dude. Fucking that
Yeah.
shit type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do that all the time anyway, at least like twice a day.
Act like a white person.
I just go in the mirror and I just say, totally, dude. Because the words totally, dude, together, they make me feel very, very good. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but like if somebody just say, totally, dude, I'm going to be like, rock out. It's natural.
Yeah, it's a great phrase that was founded by
The whites.
the crackers,
Whoa.
cracker
Let's
ass
just,
honkies.
let's just call them white people, man.
You gotta respect them and their, you know,
Yeah.
their jiveness.
Jive
Is that
turkey.
a good thing?
Jive.
Yeah,
Like jive is like it can mean a lot of stuff. Like if you say, "Hey man, you jiving me," that mean you bullshitting. Or
yeah.
if I'm like, "Look at this jive turkey motherfucker,"
That's
it's
not a
like, "Look
good
at
thing.
this
Oh,
clown."
okay.
Like like
I meant
look at
their
this fucker.
swagger. You gotta respect white people's swagger. They got some swagger, you know. It comes out in weird ways, like surfer bros. Like, hey, bro, you trying to catch the wave right now, bro?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like Server Bro. Server Bros like then they got the best weed too.
Yeah, there's a essence to that. There's like a value to living that kind of strategy on certain
What about
beaches.
what's another white like swagger that they got? What's another one that you would say?
Like
Server Bro.
business swagger, khaki pants, like Elon Musk. Like, oh, whoa, that's so crazy, man.
Yeah, West Africa. Or what about the country boys with like the
Like
fucking
Uncle Laser.
yeah, turn down, down, down. They got on the cowboy boots with a shirt tucked in, you know, big thing of cocaine in their pocket. You
Yeah,
know, good times, man. Them party boys. Is that
yeah.
culture? Is that white culture?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's like white culture right now.
yeah.
That's like taken off. Everyone's doing country right now.
I like country.
Yeah.
You like country music?
Uh-huh.
Who your favorite country artist?
Sturgill Simpson.
Sergio Simpson. What is Marcus? What's his Marcus King? He a country artist, right? That's considered country.
Sure.
That's a loud ass car.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can tell where we're recording if you drive around honking, like how they caught Shia LaBeouf.
Well, honk in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
This is live.
what Shia LaBeouf did?
He put up like a camera and a sign that says, "He will not divide us," talking about Trump.
Damn,
And he was like, "This is in an undisclosed location. You can't find it." And they were tracking the airplanes crossing in the night sky to be like, "Okay, it's probably here." And then they got a guy in Ireland to drive around honking his horn so they could hear it on the live stream. And then they found where it was and they wrote like Shia LaBeouf sucks assholes
damn.
on the live stream.
Oh, this live right now?
This one is, yeah.
Oh, it's on Instagram.
No,
Oh,
it's on YouTube.
hell yeah, YouTube. All right, man.
What do you think about just communism? Do you think it's too unrealistic?
I think you're a bad motherfucker if you can make that many people fall in line like that.
Don't you think it's more fair so it's easier for people to fall in line because they get more power and money?
Hell no. I think America's great because you can make just enough money as you want to, and you could fall off the face of the earth and just do nothing again. If that's what you want to do.
I think that's most places.
But now, if you live in like Baghdad and you a doctor, you make the same amount of money as a janitor. You know what I mean? Ain't that how communism work?
I don't think Iraq is a great example of communism.
Well, I'm just saying,
Um,
like Russia, like in Russia, the doctors and the janitors make the same amount of money.
I don't think that's true.
Ain't ain't Russia a communist country?
Russia is not a communist country. Russia is
It
like
used
a
to be, right?
plutocracy. It used to be the Soviet Union,
Yeah.
and they were constantly under attack by the largest superpower in the world, plus all of its allies. So they had to go into war mode. So they did some shortcuts on civil liberties. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a great example of communism
What's
when
the
you
good?
attack a
What's
country and then
what?
they
What's a good
respond.
uh example? What's a communist country?
Um, well, there isn't a communist country that America didn't attack. So
Want to know why?
why?
Fuck those bitch ass communists. This America, baby.
Hmm. What about social democracies like Sweden and Norway?
Social democracy. That's the same thing as what we got going on, right?
We have more of a capitalist economy. So they have more like healthcare and more like public
Oh, like
transit.
Canada. They got like Canada a little bit.
Yeah, they tax their rich people more and they pay for everyone else's stuff.
I think you should. I think that maybe some people, like, say if you work for the government,
Hmm.
I think the government officials, this might sound crazy as hell, should be able to, they just get everything for free, you know, instead of them stealing money like they've been doing
Hmm.
on the down low. Y'all just get everything for free. So all the money that we got, that's a lot of budgets we can cut.
You think we should pay them more? And then they won't be like, I want to take this bribe. If we pay them like 500K a year, be like, hey, you're good, right? This is a lot of money
Nah, cause we kind of
because
need
we're
to bribe
investing.
money. We need to bribe
We're
money to
investing on
make it
our
circulate.
politicians.
We need the bribe money to circulate a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. That's a good question.
I
That's a,
think America is like got so many people in poverty that it's not sustainable for everyone if everyone is like that.
if everybody rich.
If everyone's poor, like in America, like so many people are poor, you don't want a system that creates this many poor people.
Well, there's a lot of poor people in all them other countries too. You don't think?
I mean, a lot of the reason why they're poor is because we attacked them and extracted their resources pretty much every country, but
Want to know why we did that?
because you're
Cause
America
we're America. You
and
know what I
fuck
mean?
them other bitches.
Yeah, man. Fuck them and throw them to to the trash and spit on them.
Like in social democracies like Sweden or Norway, they don't have as many poor people that are like below the poverty line. And I feel like if America is the richest country in the world and we have the money, we just have poor people, then we're just creating a system that's going to create poor people unnecessarily. And that is the opposite of the goal of an economic system is it should be to make as many people not in poverty as possible. But that's not the goal. Our goal is to make a couple people as rich as possible.
So
And
I
we're very good
so
at that.
so if you got somebody, let's say we can't get all these people right, all the homeless people. We take the time. You know, first of all, what we got to do is we got to pressure wash them.
Yeah.
Then we got to put them in some type of rehab.
We
What
got
if these
to,
people don't want to be rehab? They going right back to the street.
they just need a bed and a place to stay. If they want to waste their life away, then, I mean,
That's usually how it works.
what are
I
we
mean,
going to
they
do? At least they're not committing terrorism. As long as you don't commit terrorism.
yeah. But most of these homeless people, they beat and went through the system. They got systems for them to not be homeless. You know what I mean? Like they got
Hmm.
stuff in place. It's just that a lot of them mentally, they be, you know,
Yeah, I mean, they're gone because of a system that doesn't have a place for them. We
no, they
turn
got the
people
place.
out.
It's just rules to it. Like at the homeless shelters, it's a homeless shelter in Orlando off Division Street. If you go to the homeless shelter, you got to be there by a certain time. They don't want to be there by that time, so they sleep on the
Why do you
street
have to be there by a certain time?
because there's rules to
It's an
it.
arbitrary rule to weed people out like green
Yeah,
M&Ms.
yeah, you got it.
It's just so like
Unless you're
exploitative.
at
Like
work or
they're
whatever.
like giving you help, but it's like you gotta tap your shoes and do a jumping jack 5 times and spin around in a circle for me.
Well, I mean, that's how life works. I mean, what you want me to say? See, that's how life works. If you want my money, you got to do what you got to do what I tell you to do for my money.
Well, then people are gonna be like, well, fuck you. I'll just find my own way. I'll find a hot dog on the street.
A hot dog.
Yeah. I think we don't have a system that is really caring for people or trying to, maximize people's potential. We're like, hey, if you want to work for McDonald's for your whole life, then we'd love to have you. Like, we're willing to waste people's potential. We're going to have homeless people. We don't care about people. We don't maximize their gifts.
So what we
And
gonna do?
people are our
What
biggest resource.
what are we gonna do about it? How are we gonna get that? How we
We're
gonna
gonna
maximize it?
start unionizing our corporations. So all the workers are gonna unionize and be like, hey, there's a class of people that do absolutely nothing and get all the profits. Why don't we give ourselves the profits, kick these people out, and then we can actually improve things on the ground floor by like what we actually need, by people who actually do things instead of like some corporate suits being like, we're gonna have a new fiery butthole sauce this month, and then you get more like regimented action like in the military. Like you don't have just like a division telling everyone what to do. Everyone has like their little roles and their little squads and whatever. So Everyone is independently moving. We're all thinking together like a hive mind, and it's like we got the internet now, so every piece of information gets collected, and we can communicate without like such people at the top who are just used to owning things. We're used to having like kings and lords, but we don't need them anymore, and we can just get the profits directly to the people who actually work for it instead of people who own a piece of paper.
You're right. But guess what? Remember. Now I feel what you're saying. Like that's a great idea, but that means that us as a people got to be honest people. You know, like you asking for a lot when you ask for people to be honest.
Well, that's the thing is like during slavery time, they were afraid to let the slaves go because they were like, they're just going to attack us and kill us. But that never happened.
Yeah.
And that's what the people are who own the factories are afraid of. They're afraid we're going to make them do what they did to us. But that isn't going to happen,
I mean, but
even if we wanted to.
that's the good thing about like when you started your own company, you make it this big. I hear what you're saying about like break it down and you don't need these different positions at the top, but I started it. It's mine. You know what I mean? All y'all work for me. That you
That's
know what I
great,
mean?
but it costs a certain amount to run a factory. You can't take all the profits out of it. You can't give nothing to your workers. And we're just used to this certain.
But that might not be true. A lot of these workers probably get like Christmas bonuses. They get
Do you think
yearly
workers in
bonuses.
America get paid fairly in terms of how much we have to pay for healthcare and transportation?
I think that us in America are not good stewards with our money. And we complain when we blow all of our money
I
on
don't
stuff that
think
we probably
that's
don't
true.
need. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of stuff that, like, okay, say you make $10,000 a month. You're going to find a way to collect two new bills once you make it to this amount of money. Now your phone is too small. Now you need a new car because you make more money. So you're gonna bring a lot of these problems on yourself. Me personally, I would rather own something outright. You know, just because I make more money, the more money I make, the more ways I try not to spend money. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying?
smart with your money.
Yeah, I mean, but that's because a fool and his money is soon part. Like if you don't
But
know what to do
it's
with it,
like
you're gonna lose it.
anything. Being good with your money takes practice. And if you're only making $10,000 a year, you don't get a lot of chance to practice.
Yeah,
And it costs more to be poor because you have to buy the cheapest shoes and they wear out in 6 months. You have to buy another one. But if you're rich, you buy one pair of shoes that lasts you for 3 years. So it's just harder to be poor. I feel like there's like a diet. Everyone's on an economic diet for no reason. Like we're forcing people to do with less, and everyone's angry and honking their horns at on the highway, and
yeah.
it just makes everyone in a bad mood. And I feel like if everyone got more money, I feel like Americans aren't getting enough money.
You're right. I mean, but how can we get this money to them?
Unionizing,
Nah, man.
organizing.
Heinz 57, they deserve every dollar that they get because that man built that company on the back of his
So he
on the
gets
back of
to
immigrants.
exploit
You know
people
what I'm
now
saying? How? He built the
by
company.
paying them minimum wage.
Them people not making minimum wage. People
There are
making
people making
livable
minimum wage in
salaries.
every corporation.
Well, that's the fucking idiots that take that. Fight for more money. Hey, I need
That's
$32.
what I'm saying. Organize, unionize.
Oh, okay.
And
To
there's
give
like,
at least everybody have a livable wage. But the
yeah.
thing about a union is at a certain point, everybody's gonna make the same amount of money. That's how a union works, you know. Like,
Well, there's like ways to measure how much value each person brings. We just use it now to pay people as little as possible, but there are business metrics that figure out exactly how much everyone is helping out at a company. And I think we should just use that instead of, I mean, it doesn't have to go from extreme inequality to like everyone gets paid the same. It could be like somewhere in the middle.
but I don't think that's how a union works. I think a union, everybody get paid the same. Because if I'm not mistaken, I got a buddy of mine that's in the plumbers union. He like oh no. You're right. Because it's different levels, like a journeyman or da da da. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's different levels.
If you don't like a way a union's organized, you can start a completely different kind of union. It's really up to you and whoever you're in the
What
union with.
kind of union would you start?
I would have like a P. Diddy sex union.
Just a union for sex workers?
Yeah,
Well,
union for sex work.
because
And
you know, sex work is
I'd be
like a
the
real thing,
treasurer or something. Be like, I'm in charge of your money, honey.
and just smack. smack you. But you might get sued if you don't talk to everybody like that. You haven't talked to the dudes like that and all. The
Yeah,
trans women, the trans
you got to be
dudes.
open
Yeah,
sexually.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you hanging out with P Diddy, you got to be a freak. He probably had Farnsworth Bentley doing all kind of shit with that umbrella. Put it in your booty
Like
hole, Fonz.
Justin Bieber is a freak.
Yeah, he got Justin Bieber too, man.
He made Justin Bieber into Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, he made him dress up like Britney Spears on Christmas. It
Really?
wasn't even Halloween; it was Christmas. That's what I heard. He was dressed. They were like, everybody came up to the house like, "Hey, why is Justin Bieber dressed like
Ugh.
Britney Spears right now? This is
What do you
crazy."
think happened to Miley Cyrus that turned her into Justin Bieber? They're all becoming the same person.
Cocaine.
They're all turning into Adam Levine or Divine.
Yeah, they all
Which one is the one in Maroon 5?
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine.
Yeah,
Love
I don't
him
know.
so
I don't
much.
know if that's true or not. That could be. That's what we're gonna call him. If I don't know somebody's name, I just give them one and I
Yeah,
just roll with it.
Adam Levine. So how was the Las Vegas Kill Tony?
That shit was dope. That shit was real fun.
You have a good time?
Yeah, because I got to do a couple spots at Skankfest, and I wasn't on Skankfest, but Rebecca was nice enough to
Nice.
find me some spots, so that was
Yeah,
dope.
she knows you.
Yeah.
Comes here sometimes to Austin.
Rebecca live here, don't she?
Sometimes.
Oh, I thought she lived all the
I
time.
think she goes everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, she was super cool. You know, she knows all of us because the creek.
I
So it's
love the
cool
creek.
that because she's like running that shit. So it's cool to have like someone that is from who used to live in Austin,
Hell yeah.
might still live in Austin.
What's
It's
your what's your favorite night at the creek?
probably I don't know.
Do you
The
still do
weekend.
your you don't do your show anymore?
Mm-mm.
The that was a fun show.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just no one came out. But yeah, the creek is great. Skankfest was great. I was only there Friday. There was a ICP concert on Thursday. Did you go to that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I went.
Oh yeah, you were there for the beginning. I saw you there, and then you went to the strip club.
Hell yeah. Then we had all them girls in there doing push-ups.
Yeah, you guys make strippers do push-ups, and it's great because it like sort of humbles them, but also
Well, I'm doing it for the cardiovasculars because I'm just thinking
you're worried
about
about their
like,
little lungs.
yeah, their little lungs. And then I'm always like, block them elbows, bitch. Block them fucking elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it puts them in a different situation where you can appreciate their beauty from a different angle because
Yeah.
you're used to seeing them and
Shaking ass.
like
Yeah.
always having control and power.
Yeah. Keep your bra on for a little while and just do these push-ups.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what people want to see, but it's harder to get because it takes a little bit of a sacrifice of your autonomy, and strippers don't give that away for free all the time.
Yeah. I feel you.
But
I,
that's like the beauty of people is when
we went
do
on
that.
Sunday. We were in the strip club in Greenville. And one of the strippers was like, "I ain't doing no push-ups." And we were like, "Well, you can't come in our circle of friends." But then we
That's
had like three other ones and they were
that's
doing
all it
push-ups.
takes.
Yeah.
You have power in that way
Yep. Because I got $1 bills. That's how that
because you have
power.
a circle of friends, and it's like, hey, you
Yeah.
want to be in our circle, you know, like we got to know that you're cool. It's
Yep.
like a ritual.
Yeah. You make sure you're cool. Make sure
Make sure you're willing to do what it takes for the group
yep. Make
instead of
sure
just thinking about yourself.
yep. Make sure you took all your shots. Make sure you're vaccinated. I mean, when you talk about group activities, I think everybody should be vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated, but I don't count. You know what I mean? Because I'm like the leader supreme
You
usually.
think like overall it's a good idea to have vaccines, but you don't personally do it because you want everyone else. Like if you're doing Sim City, you'd want everyone to be vaccinated, but like for you to go into a place and get a shot, that's not exactly what you want.
Nah, I ain't getting vaccinated.
Well,
That's
the thing
that's
about the strippers is like it's not like a real social situation. It's like it's artificial, and then you're making them do push-ups, and it's
they get real when them push-ups come out.
yeah, but it's all a show. Like everything is a show.
Everything. It's all a movie we living in. This is a fucking
Yeah.
simulation.
It's like, you know, the parameters. This is inside a strip club, so it's not like anything crazy is gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
why won't you do some push-ups? You
Yeah.
don't think that you think you're better than push-ups?
But then when they do the push-ups, I'm throwing the money in which they want on them, so they're getting paid at the same time. They're not
Yeah,
working for like
it's a
nothing.
positive experience.
Yeah,
It
you do
just
those.
requires a little sacrifice.
Yep, you getting your cardio going.
Do you think there's an equivalent for men? Because it seems like it
Yeah,
could be a little
I wouldn't go to like a men's strip club though.
sadistic if you're just thinking about women just doing things for you.
Well, call me sadistic then. I ain't into dudes.
Well, that's what I love about P. Diddy.
Oh, because he was
He was
giving it to
equal
everybody.
opportunity. Yeah. He was
Makes
abusing
sense.
men. He was abusing women. He didn't like care if, you know,
If you was a
you
man
were
or
a
a woman.
dude. Like, hey, you're a bro. Bros before hoes. No, fuck you. Fuck this dude.
Yeah, fuck him too. Bend over, Brian.
Fuck this bro before you fuck that hoe.
Gee.
Bros before hoes could take on a different meaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just think like women doing push-ups for us is like so satisfying in a weird way.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
amazing.
wonder if there's a
Go,
male equivalent. Like
go
when a
to
guy buys a girl a drink, I bet girls get off on that. Like, oh, I made him do something.
yeah.
Like he didn't want it. That hurt him in a place where it hurts.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Financial is something important to you.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the way that I'm at least tipping them while they're doing the push-up. So I think that's a bonus for them, right?
Yeah, like if girls tipped me while I was getting them drinks, I'd be getting them drinks all day.
All day long.
Be doing push-ups all day. If that got me pussy, but
Mm,
girls don't care about dick that much.
yeah, they do. You just got to make them feel comfortable
They
with it.
care about money.
Most of the time, just grab their hands. Like when you're talking to them on a date, just say, "Oh, you're so crazy," and then just put it on their leg. And their hand gonna move over to your dick, unless your dick up here by your belly button, like up.
Why is your dick up by your belly button?
Not belly button, man. Like if it's never
If
mind.
your dick is like up in your waistband,
Yeah, if it's like
why did you do
if you
that?
got a short dog, you might have a Cadillac. You know what a Cadillac is? A short dog Cadillac.
Yes. I like strippers because they taught me that sometimes you can just
Have a good time.
touch each other's butts.
Yeah, man. Sometimes butts need to be touched.
Yeah. It's like, why are we trying to avoid
Touching butts.
touching butts? Everyone loves it
Everybody love it.
from the right person,
Yeah.
from
It's
a
got to be
dog.
consensual.
Yeah.
If it's
Otherwise, it's
rape.
too fun.
Well, yeah, if it's not consensual,
No, I'm just kidding.
it's like a movie.
Yeah, I mean, no one likes to get their butt touched by someone gross.
Yeah, name
It's a
like
very sensitive place.
yeah. In the butt, definitely. The butt cheek,
But no, like strippers are like, hey, let's just touch everything. This is all fair game. And it's like, okay, if you're in a safe setting, like ideally, you want your butt being touched a lot. Like you don't want to live in a world where your butt's never getting touched. You want to be around people that are touching your butt.
yeah.
So like, why are we avoiding this? Like P. Diddy, like he chose to be in an environment
Well, butts were being
where butts
touched.
are being touched.
Yeah, they knew
Like,
about the butt touching. That's why they had the baby oil.
mm-hmm,
They just didn't know that they were gonna wake up like, oh, somebody's been touching in my butt.
mm-hmm.
They probably wouldn't expect the in butt action, but like outside butt.
Around the butt.
Yeah,
Yeah, the perimeter.
that's when it got gross when he was going in butts.
Yeah, that changes a man.
Yeah, dude.
They get that look in their eye.
You that
Far away.
look of defeat.
Yeah. They'll
They
never get it back.
never.
They're
They never where they
lost.
seem they are.
They're lost in their eyes. They're in the black, the void of life.
Yeah. Damn. That's rough, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the joy of it.
What
So then,
taking butts?
yeah, seeing a man's life leave their eyes through their butt. So then the only way you can gain power and life energy back
Is through the butt?
by doing it to other people. And then it's like a constant, soon everyone's butt is touched and nobody feels good.
Oh man, yeah. Once you get everybody butt, I think it's fucking top of the line. the more butts touch. But then it's like, oh, they got everybody butt? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Man, it's a sad world when nobody's butt is safe.
Yeah, when everyone's butt is fair game, like
Yeah.
you're a dog in a dog park.
And you just button it up.
Yeah, they snarl at each other, but they
Mhm.
don't seem to mind. They like a little butt sniff. They're like, yeah, take a whiff. I got a lot going on back there.
Yeah, you wanna I can blow your fucking brains out with one of these poops. It's a grown
Do they
man
like
thing.
a fart or do they, is that
Girls
not good?
or dogs?
Dogs.
Oh, dogs love it when you fart in their face. It's like a love. It's like a what is it called? A
It's like a
pheromone.
perfume.
Yeah, they love it.
I
Like a little
mucked a bit.
treat.
I just sprayed right here.
Yeah, like a little Scooby snack.
Ugh,
And when they get
disgusting.
it, like they just follow your butt all the way down the road, and it's like you know that shit don't burn you, Fido. What the hell, crazy man?
Dogs have such a crazy digestive system that can eat anything that I
Le-
don't think that are as
leather.
sensitive as us. Like human beings have like a very delicate little digestive system that was built for cooked food. And then we're like sniffing our poops and shit. Like it's disgusting to us because we got like delicate equipment back in the inside, like with their stomach acid and shit.
Yeah,
But dogs are just like a cauldron that's like a furnace. You can throw anything down there, so they don't give a fuck about poop. They can eat poop. They're
yeah.
fine.
They eat poop, probably for fiber and get a little protein out of poop.
Yeah.
Dogs eat shit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. Like, especially like puppy shit. They say
Yeah,
that they eat their puppy shit so that predators don't find puppy shit and be like, oh, there's a puppy here. Let me try to
yeah,
check. Because in the animal kingdom, it's all just eating babies and children.
yeah. That's how they survive. They don't
Yeah.
want to fight with a big animal. They want to just take down the baby.
Yeah. They love eating babies.
Just like white women in Austin. White
Yeah.
women in Austin love eating babies. You know, when you shoot it on their face. Hey, hey, hey,
Good job,
hey.
man.
Thank
Should we end the podcast?
you. Want to?
Yes.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Uh,
So you were on Kill Tony most recently. You had a great set.
yeah, it was a good time.
We partied at Skankfest and we're partying every Tuesday at the regular
You
show.
goddamn right. The regular show at Vulcan Gas Company every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Probably the greatest show that Austin has ever seen. I know I've ever seen.
We're always at the mothership.
Yep.
So check us out there.
I'm
The
there
mothership
tonight.
is dope. It was like a submarine. I just pop out and do my set and I go back underwater.
Yeah, and I just get out of there. Or I go to the creek. You ever hang out at the creek?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The patio, the outside is so fun.
Then you just hit the road again and go back underneath you.
Yeah, make 'em miss you.
Yeah. I'm leaving again Friday.
Nice.
You gonna miss me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I can tell them where to find me at. They
Yeah.
probably already know though, right?
David Jolly.
MRD Jolly or UncleJolly.com, all the show dates. If this come out, y'all come to Pittsburgh November the 7th. I really want people to come. It'd be nice if they do.
Well, it's live.
Oh, Pittsburgh November the 7th. All the people from Pittsburgh. Because I know y'all love Hans Kim.
Thank you guys.
And I love y'all. That was fun.